have been well trained.
No.
in
You
my
don't have to
efforts.
carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Oh, do not.
I'm not afraid.
There is no try.
Hey everybody, we're back. We're back with Rick's Moeller on the left, playing Elite eYoda, Maz Hera, and then we've got Cody Williams on the right, playing Elite Mother Talzin, Elite Balatique Stormtrooper. So the new Legacies version of that 5-die villain deck with some great control. I'll have to be honest, I'm not 100% familiar with the build that Riggs is playing. I'll flip through his deck list here in a minute and see what's got it ticking. But you would imagine you're going to use Maz and Yoda to help control those the special on Hera to get those vehicles out. So some variation of a hero vehicle deck. And it seems we have started the round, so I'm going to start a timer here. Both players playing rather quickly here. Cody rolling in his trooper for a resource. Cody's already got a little pistol on Balatique. Yoda's already rolled in a 2 focus and a 1 shield. Already going ahead and throwing down a quad jumper there with Hera's ability. Another pistol on Bala. Rolling the quad jumper for 2 shields. Of course, quad jumper's a great vehicle to get down with Hera because you can hopefully replace the quad jumper with another vehicle, and then that vehicle does not have to jump back into the hand. So great opening play here. Putting those shields on Yoda. Those are fun shield tokens there that Riggs has brought to the game. And Cody rolling in Bala into some range damage there, into some resources. Not too shabby for a first turn start. And as expected, we're going to replace the quad jumper with the Millennium Falcon. This is the Legacies version of the Falcon that you can find in the Legacy starter decks. So it only costs 1 resource to play once discarding that quad jumper. So not too shabby to get some vehicles out early on, especially some high cost vehicles with some great damage sides on the dime. Using Talzin's ability to control his own die, but was unable to locate an odd-numbered card. So, all right. And Falcon goes off the table. I'm going to re-roll it again. Falcon rolls into a 2 resources.
A or B? Oh, always B. Unless you're out of it, all the way. Oh my god, why is your bubble wrap on my feet? I love it. Because I'm not cheap with the
All right, so we use the 2 focus on Yoda to focus the Falcon. Using Maz's ability to resolve 2 die after she's rolled in. So it's kind of another plus on special chaining. It's an interesting chain here that with this character lineup here, Maz is able to gain some great control and add some speed to this special chaining thing that we've already seen going on in a lot of the decks that involve Yoda. Use Yoda's special to, looks like, gain a resource and a shield. Riggs is sitting on C-3PO. I can't see the rest of them. It looks like another vehicle of some kind. Cody's resolving all of his damage. It's a total of 5 damage over to Maz, trying to get rid of her consistency of this deck adds. It totally makes sense. I understand we're using that as a first target, and there's not really any great option for this deck. Both Yoda and Maz are great support characters, and Hera herself is not. I mean, the damage dealer here is going to be the vehicles. The new R2-D2 is coming into play. All right, and current round is over. We're going to transition over to the next round. Going through the upkeep phase.
So that's Hera.
Look at that. Scroll is now correct. All right, Bala rolling in early with 5 dice. Riggs is using suppression field. To get rid of the 1 resource, or the 1 range damage. Cody using that special to flip over to a modified 2 on one of the pistols. Some great removal action going on here. eTalzin's coming in, using the ability to try to control his own die. Was able to flip over an odd number, and now is flipping the focus on Balatik over to a modified 2. So we're looking at a total of 6 damage coming out of Cody at this point in time. And all right, Cody's gone ahead and killed Maz, and the rest of the damage is heading over to Hera. Who to go after first is always that big question when playing this game, especially when you're facing a deck that you're not 100% familiar with. I imagine both these players are quite experienced enough to know what to expect, and of course, in this one, Hera is going to be, if you can get rid of her earlier, then you can prevent more vehicles coming on the table. The deck has now slowed down quite dramatically now that Maz is off the table, but of course Yoda is still out there and shielded up. So it's going to take 12 damage to get through eYoda right now as he stands. All right, Cody's rolling in. We've got 5 range damage showing. Or re-rolling in, I should say. A great ability from Balatik to ready himself after a character is defeated. With all those weapons on there. Discard a reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 range damage, all hinging on that one black sign on Mother Talzin. So as long as that one stays on the table, Rix has a fair number of cards in his hand, so it's challenging to kind of see whether he's holding onto some sort of control card or not. Rix was definitely assessing the value of his cards to see what he's got. I discard a reroll, and we ended up losing Hera, unfortunately. So now it's eYoda and a Falcon. eYoda piloting the Falcon all by himself. I don't know if his feet reach the pedals. Does that matter? I guess he could use the Force to fly the Falcon. And very little damage thrown onto Cody. Unfortunately, this match seems to have already been won, but I know the two players are going to play it out in case something miraculous happens. eYoda brings the other two back to life with the power of the Force. Rally Aid has come down on the table. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Definitely the players are still trying to play it out here. Price of Failure is going to reactivate Balatik. Oh, Price of Failure in this deck is an interesting choice. But it makes a lot of sense. You want to make use of extra activations out of eBala. And rolling back in. eYoda still needs 7 more damage before he's defeated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and a focus. So that'll focus to modify 2. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six to eYoda. That puts him up to 9. So eYoda has 1 more damage before he's defeated. Nice backup muscle right now would ensure the win, but it still seems to be pretty much in the favor of Cody at this point. Even with all that stuff out on the table. Riggs is still playing it out. Rolls in the Falcon and eYoda. It's business with specials and the 4 indirect for a cost on the Falcon. Not a horrible roll, but this late in the game it may be a little rough. And there you go. Backup muscle. Yes, Cody did have backup muscle in his hand, and there was nothing he could have done to prevent that from being played and against him. So a good game for Cody. Great showing here from the 5-die villain Mother Talzin variation. Definitely awesome from the two of them. It's only 15 minutes into this round, and they completed this particular game. Unfortunately, Riggs didn't quite get off his all his vehicle shenanigans quick enough to combat the staying power and fighting power of this Talzin Bala-Teak Trooper deck. And using Price of Failure in there was a great addition to try and get some even additional more activations out of Bala-Teak. Of course, if Bala-Teak was the first target and was able to be defeated quicker, maybe a different challenge. But, that's how the dice fall. The vehicle decks don't always swing out as fast. Even with that Millennium Falcon out early, you would think there would have been a fast turn of events here, but Maz Kanata did kind of kick the bucket early, so to speak. So that definitely